This is potentially the best I've ever seen market conditions. If you've watched some of my last few videos, then you've probably heard me talk about how insane the conditions are right now. But today I want to just show you how insane they've really been. Because in the last like 2 weeks alone, we've had so many winning trades in the Discord. So shout out everyone in there, bro. Everyone's been passing challenges. It's ridiculous. But starting my pair list off with GJ, I think I did a live trade on this one. I'm not actually sure, so I might have already talked about this one. But once again, bro, this whole setup is just gorgeous. You can very clearly see that we're in an uptrend. There's really nothing against it. So we know that we're taking buys right here. But we had our very obvious demand zone, big push up. There's no denying it. Then we had our level of liquidity, our fake out demand zone, which we reacted from pretty heavily. People would have been getting in here, stop losses below the zone. And then we had our reaction, perfect for a flip entry after having broken this high over here, as well as the one to the left just over here. So after having shown this insane rejection coming into the zone multiple times, we ended on the flip. And yeah, I think most people took this for a 1 to 10. Yeah, I'm looking in the Discord, the signal was for a 1 to 10 at least, so I'm assuming most people probably took around there. But yeah, this one is just insane. I'm going to be going through these pretty quick because we had a lot of winning trades the past few weeks, so I've got quite a bit to talk about. And also, I think a lot of you get the idea of what the setups we're looking for are, but it's still really helpful for you to see all the winning setups that I'm taking each week. I say winning setups, but there literally were barely any losing setups. I probably sound mad suspicious right now because, you know, all the Forex YouTubers that be talking about 100% win rate. But no, this does not happen all the time. This is specific to what's been happening in the last few weeks. The win rate has been insane, risk to reward insane as usual. But yeah, market conditions are just ridiculous right now. But just before that setup, I actually forgot about this one. We had this GJ setup. Entry was not great. Actually probably could have been a max stop loss, but I believe I took it with just right below the zone, just because I wanted to be safe on this one. This was right at the start of the win streak, so. But yeah, level of liquidity made. We actually made quite a few levels just before breaking the highs to the left right here. Entered our demand zone, went pretty deep in. The next candle made its bottom wick. Usually this wouldn't be valid for flip because it didn't enter the zone. However, it was very high up, and you can kind of tell after big candles like this that you'll miss your entry if you don't take it. So I believe it was around here where most people took it. However, I think the signal was a bit more up here with a max stop loss of 30 pips. So either way, you won, doesn't really matter. But that does show how different entries are valid. So yeah, thought I'd include that. Next on my list of pairs, we have this. Now, I've talked about this before because this was just ridiculous. EU was going insane. And if you remember, I said we only took 3 out of 4 of these trades. We did not take this one right here because of the news event. I just find it quite funny how it still hit because this just looks insane. But still, the actual valid ones to properly take, 3 in a row, very good risk to rewards. But anyway, let's speed run through these a little bit. We had our supply zone, accuracy zone because this wick went below the other one. If not, this would not be valid. You would never have taken this trade. Entry was taken on the flip because of course we came into the zone twice. We did then close inside the zone, but most people just following the signal decided to hold this. And if you're following the rules properly, then you would have had your stop loss just 1 pip above the candle that entered, so it would be 7.2, and you should not have got stopped out here. It's EU, so spreads and slippage are barely even a thing on it for stuff like this, so most people actually did stay in here if they followed the rule of 1 pip. But yeah, it was a bit messy around here, but it is what it is. We then of course broke this low right here. The liquidity very close to the zone, quite nice though. We actually closed below it on the original entry, and TP was all the way down here. I forgot what the TP was, like aims towards here. I could probably look at the signal for it. I believe he actually just went for a 1 to 10. Don't know why mine's at a 1 to 8, but I'll just keep it there anyway because the next trade, once again, supply zone gets created, very clean. Not really anything questionable about it. Level of liquidity, break of structure, cleanly up to the zone. Obviously a slight retracement, but that'll happen. Very nice rejection, break of candle entry, and just this one just went straight to TP, to be honest. This is just a TP1. There was no TP2 on this trade. It was just a straight up 4.5%. This one, of course, like I said, is valid in terms of the setup, but news kind of ruined it, so we didn't get to enter. But I'm sure you can see why this is valid, basically the same as the others. Then we had this one like 3 days later, once again 1 to 6.5, ridiculous trade. We had our little setup right here. Of course, this isn't the most high quality in terms of the setup itself. However, where we were in the markets, this was just looking beautiful to take a sell right here. If you know much about trend and market structure, then you would know that this is kind of just a perfect place to want to take a sell and continue the downtrend. If you don't know much about that, once again, there's a lot of information about it in the Discord. Shout out RD Concepts, he's actually doing bits in there. And yeah, this is just a TP at the low for a 1 to 6.5. 1.25, literally perfectly hit, and then had a little retracement before continuing down. But yeah, EU's been ridiculous. I mean, look how clean of a downtrend this is right here. We're just catching every continuation basically. It is very beautiful. Then UJ, you always know I'm honest, we didn't catch this one. Some people did, but like signal wise, this wasn't in the Discord. And that's because this was at 3 AM. So I didn't manage to take this one. RD didn't manage to take this one. It did absolutely blow up though. But this would have been an easier 1 to 30. I'm joking, we don't take 1 to 30s. I mean, we could if we got a trail and stop on a indice, but that's yet to happen. When that happens, I'll let you boys know. On a 30% trade, we'll just be waiting on that, I guess. But yeah, on Forex pairs, we just be taking 1 to 10s. However, on this trade, this was a 1 to 9 because it was just at the high. There's not really much to say about this in terms of price action to TP. This is just straight upwards. Level of liquidity was pretty nice. Really not much to complain about. Broke highs to the left like this one, as well as the ones that, of course, it needed to break to be valid, such as all these. Came down very clean to the zone. Had a nice rejection. Of course, it did go in a couple times, but you'd put your stop loss 1 pip below the candle that entered. So 11.2 to 12.2 or 12.3. And yeah, you shouldn't have got stopped out of this one. And even if you did, there's no reason not to re-enter this trade, I'll be honest. This is fucking gorgeous. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Unfortunately, we missed this trade. Kind of heartbreaking. Nothing on GC, nothing on UC. This one, once again, we didn't take. This is just hindsight. Happened at a really bad time. It was during swap hours and everything. Just wasn't really takeable. And then Germany 30, we had one. Was it? Oh no, this was the one. Shit, I might as well show this one too. I've probably already shown this one before, but just a really nice setup. This was just right at the beginning of the win streak, I guess. I don't even remember taking this. I don't know if we did take this, so if it's just a hindsight one. Yeah, I'm not even going to go through that because that was on the 3rd of October. I'm kind of going through the last like 2-3 weeks because that's when it was really popping. But yeah, we took this one, did a live trade on this. If you didn't see it, then go check that out. Really clean trade, to be honest. No complaints. You can see my whole thought process in the live trade. As always, it was sent to the Discord at the break of candle entry. Low supply zone right here, very low supply zone. But we had a nice rejection, break of candle entry, pretty easy. And TP was fucking perfect. I didn't even get to talk about this in the video, but we had TP to fill in the daily gap right here, and it did exactly that. It filled in the gap and then went bullish. So we had the coldest TPs, bro, I'm telling you. And once again, you know I'm not bullshitting. I've got a live trade on it. And there's hundreds of people in the Discord that also know that we take these. You know, it kind of sucks having to make sure people know that I'm legit, like actually just trading. Because there's so many scumbags in this game, bro. There are very little people you can trust. But with that being said, I believe that was all the trades in the last like 3 weeks. Obviously, it's just been elections, so we didn't really trade last week. Now that Trump is president, we'll see what the markets have in store for us. Could be some good movement, could be some more volatile movement, which is what you like to see with supply and demand. So we could be in for some more good weeks, some more good months even. Yeah, I believe this is like probably around a 30% month. It has been ridiculous. I know I've said that like a million times, but everyone's passing their challenges right now, bro. Shit is ridiculous. Everybody has passed in the last like few weeks. It is insane. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Just thought I should share with you how ridiculous the market conditions have been, so you can make sure that you are taking advantage of it right now. Let's hope it continues as we're going into December. The summer months are over, so market conditions should continue to be at least decent. But yeah, follow the Instagram, join the Discord, like, subscribe, comment, do whatever, man. And have a lovely day, and I will see you next week. Peace.